You're tuned into the GOCast podcast, your one-stop shop for updates, news, tips, and community in the world of Pokemon Go. Thank you for listening. Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of GOCast podcast. It's September 2nd, an afternoon, a Tuesday afternoon. As promised, we are here. Kyle and I. Oh, Kyle's here, by the way.
Hiya.
What's up?
I'm all right.
Isn't this weird? This is weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's also a little earlier in the day, too.
Yeah, we're recording like a whole 40 minutes earlier. It's crazy.
Hey, it's like an hour because we didn't sit around and talk.
Yeah,
So.
we usually do kick around, just some stuff for like 30 minutes before we get started. And they were like, how is it 7 o'clock by the time we finish it? It's because we putz and we socialize. But hey, we're doing it right now. Gosh darn it. Anyway, we are back here a little early before the Megapod, which is in 2 days' time, for a little bonus episode for the Poké Poll from this last week, so that y'all will have a new one to chew on, and for next week, not 2 days from now, but for next week's episode, and to go over some emails, because we've had quite a few, and we've had some long episodes and have not been able to get to them in a reasonable amount of time. So we're making time, folks. We are making time. And what that means is that you get a bonus episode of us making said time. So this is going to be strange, not the normal format. Kyle and I are going to be a little, on our back foot. I don't even know if I'm going to put music in front of this when I put this on the feed. Who knows what's going to happen? It's a wild and crazy world. Okay. So let's talk first about Poké Poll. So Kyle, usually this goes to you. So I suppose why mess with that part of the formula?
All right, we're going to talk about last episodes. 2 weeks ago's Poké Poll. I don't remember.
Something
anymore.
like that. Yeah.
It was during Rocket and PvP in-game events. Do the research tasks inspire you to explore different parts of the game you don't normally take part in? The first response was from Sound. They said, Dear Chris and Kyle, I'm at the point in Pokemon Go with leveling where I actually have to complete wins in PvP. I've been at level 43 for about 2 years now. I pretty much only exclusively PvP during PvP temporary research tasks. I ask myself, do I feel like doing it? Sometimes the fashion isn't enough to get me off the couch. I'm not really in a rush to be 50 in this game, and I want this game to feel like fun for my leisure time. I do want to play efficiently, but maybe not min-max. On that note, when I do PvP, I like to pretend I am a bug specialist, and I PvP exclusively with bug mons that are relatively meta. Ugh, that's rough.
That is rough.
It's challenging, but it's also super fun when I do win, thus keeping the fun in my free time to make teams I like. This year, I finally finished my Great Ball League matches, and next PvP sort of research situation, I might chip away at the other ones. Yes, I know I could probably get with some friends and have them throw matches, but I'd rather just do it how the developers intended. Shiny vibes for everyone. Very respectfully, Sound. Oh, poor bug specialists. It's such a bad type.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Ice type, though.
It's a it's a poorly performing type. It's not a bad type. It's an excellent type that is just beguiled with failure statistically.
Look, it's just disrespected because the idea was that bug type was an early type back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, and it was. You get your Beedrill level 10, that's cool. And it's great for like one gym, maybe. But everybody knows that you're walking around Viridian Forest for a Pikachu for Misty. You're not getting the Beedrill.
Look, okay, bug types should have had their type effectiveness rebalanced in Gen 3. Once it was very clear that Pokemon was sticking around for a long time and that an early game typing should not exist. Same for Poison, by the way. But Poison got their fix because fairy types were added. And so they made poison stocks go up. Bug type, they never got that.
Yeah. Bug types should be super. They should be super effective against ground and fairy types, I think.
Yeah.
Because they burrow in the ground and they make their homes in the ground. And then they seem like the antithesis of fairy. I know that's really dark in the Rolodex of types, but leave me alone.
On the topic, though, I have complete respect for being like, you want this to feel like leisure time because that's what it should feel like. It's a game.
100%.
I fully agree and support that, which is why I don't PvP unless I have to.
Yeah.
It
Gosh,
stresses me out, okay?
It is pretty stressful.
The next spot's from Granny Julie, and they said, I wouldn't use the word inspire, but after much procrastination, I do begrudgingly partake for the research.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Chris.
I think that's most of us, quite honestly.
Although you've been inspired. You've been inspired the last, month.
I have been.
That doesn't mean you've been performing, but you were inspired.
I was inspired, and I did hit rank 10 for that one goal. We'll see if I hit 12 for next week's episode.
Not going to downplay your achievement, but I'm going to downplay your achievement because I also hit rank 10 for my level 50 goal, and you can get rank 10 with 2 wins. And everything else is a loss.
You certainly can, and I think that's what I did. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. No, but here I'm going to say that's not a fair comparison because the motivation to hit 50 before a specific deadline is way better of a motivator.
I'm just saying, if you just were sacking your games, you can still accidentally hit rank 10 by running into somebody else who sacks faster than you.
That's really the fun part. It's like when you're both like rank 9 or rank 8 and you both show up and you're both like, oh shoot, we both have a Clade all out right now, and they're like 63 CP, but mine's 14, so I'm gonna win, which means lose, right?
Hey, you get 500 extra Stardust for doing that.
So true.
Which reminds me, I have to claim the Stardust for the new season because I haven't opened the GBL this today yet.
Oh, that's today, huh?
It is today.
Oh shoot, that means I'm not hitting rank 12 because I'm gonna have to restart. Oh shoot, I didn't think about that. Gosh, I'm so unfamiliar with GBL. In theory,
you can still do it. 3 full days of sets can get you to 12.
I think I might rather
jump
off of something. I don't know. Something high enough that it would hurt. Yeah, I would much rather play World of Warcraft or play the new season because there's tons of stuff going on. I was a little overwhelmed today, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, this is forbidden information and a forbidden topic for us to talk about because we're talking about the season in 2 days from now. But did you open up your game today? There was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to do the research. Don't talk to me right now. Anyways, we got a next response from Leafs in the form of an email. And they said, hey guys, Leafs or Ben here. Big fan of the podcast, but please don't hate. I'm your casual community day player who only catches one shiny because I probably haven't evolved the hundo yet that I've been saving for community day to come around. Did I mention I probably already have 7 of the shiny because it's not brand new? But I digress. The Poké Poll. After hearing how many elite TMs you both have in a previous pod, I was motivated during Worlds to earn the drops and grind the research, as in the past few months I've lucky traded for Shining Kyogre and Groudon and elite TM the Legacy move. As for the Rocket event, luckily I was able to complete the collection challenge without grinding out and searching for Grubbin and Staryu grunts. Side note on this Giovanni quest was much easier to complete with the GOCast and having mysterious components. Defeat a leader, redeem 3, get leader again in 2 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, agreed. It's nice to kind of have that store of resources. It's actually really bad, though, from a particle perspective, by the way. Because if you claim them, one of the experienced field research tasks for the timed research is claim 400 particles. And if you're at 17,000 particles because you claimed all of August because it was ending, you can't claim 400 particles until you spend everything.
Woof, bark, woof, bad.
Not good.
Oh,
Feels
we don't
bad.
like that. Oh, boy.
More from this, though. Emails. So I have an idea that would make community days better, in my opinion. My son tells me that any Pokemon can Dynamax, but only specific ones can Gigantamax. I think it would be cool for all power stops during the community day window to be of Dynamax battles of the community day mon. Trust me, I'd rather have a shiny D-Max Rookidee than a shiny Rookidee.
Yeah.
Maybe with the moveset typing, we could get something that'd be fun to use. But let's be real, it's just going to be Blissey attacker. This is so true, unfortunately, with just how
the
it works.
BBA. Yeah.
Hey, you forgot Zamazenta.
Yeah.
Shiny vibes to you both.
Sashin.
Leafs, a.k.a. Ben. This is too good of an idea for Niantic to do. Just like they didn't put the Gigantamax or the Mega of the Pokemon that was having the community day, except for the one time they did Swablu. Remember that?
And that felt like there was a sense of totality. I enjoyed it. It was nice.
Yeah.
But no. And I hate to be that guy, but with how many bugs we're seeing consistently with every single event now, just having a community happen and it be business as usual is a win right now.
Speaking of bugs, did you see the Nihilego screenshots?
No, what happened with Nihilego?
Whenever a Ultra Beast is in raids, if they don't flip over the switch appropriately, the default Ultra Beast in the game's code is Nihilego. So Nihilego were spawning for like 30 minutes or whatever.
I mean, it was the first one that came out, right? So that makes sense.
It's just every time there's a mistake. It's like when there was a mistake for like 4 months and every showcase was a Squirtle showcase because they couldn't fix it.
I remember that.
It wasn't 4 months. That's being mean. It was like 3 weeks.
It was like 3 weeks. Yeah. It was really funny though. I do remember.
It was very funny.
We're like, oh, I wonder what it is. Oh, Squirtle. Who would have guessed?
Let's go, giant Squirtle. Go.
Oh,
But anyways,
big
yeah.
Squirtle.
So that happened. That happened this morning, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Or last night in New Zealand.
Lachlan sent me a couple of messages, and I'm sure he'll talk about it on Thursday. But there have been some other bugs and things that are spawning that shouldn't be spawning in areas that they just should not be in. It's crazy. So great. Anyway, thanks, Leafs. Appreciate the email. And yeah, that is a very good idea, and I hope that they would do more stuff like that. It just gives like. I think doing things like that gives us more of a sense that they understand and appreciate what they're doing instead of just cookie cuttering the event.
Yeah, and I think that community days don't happen often enough. It's only 11 a year.
Yeah.
That adding 11 Dynamax Pokemon, even if they were all new, would not be very overwhelming.
Yes.
And obviously Rookidee was already Dynamax capable, so it just would have been nice. But on the flip side counterpoint, community days are some of the only times that people get together with a large group of people to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time some people can ever do a 5-star raid or a 5-star Dynamax battle.
Yeah.
So the idea that they would all be a 1-star battle is a little bit disheartening.
It should just all be available.
But like, what do you mean by it should all be available?
I mean, like, yeah, whatever the feature Pokemon is in a 1-star for sure, right? But I mean, still have other ones, or have a higher difficulty version of them that gives you like a ton more candy or something like that.
Yeah, but
so there's still a motivation.
People want to go do that Latios if they have the opportunity.
I know.
So maybe if 5-stars still spawned alongside 1-stars and all 1-stars were Rookidee, that'd be cool. I guess.
Right, and then you could spin it, be like, it's a community day, so events that require a community or things that require a community would be appropriate, like 5-star raids or 5-star max battles, So, yep.
All right, it's time for this week's Poké Poll, and it is: how do you feel about Kanto or other early generation-based events in Pokemon Go? Are they welcome or a bit stale?
This is kind of a gimme for us because we literally just talked about this in the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I don't know if my opinion has really changed at all. What do you think?
Oh, I'm pretty sure what I said last week. I'm still feeling that is the events can be good. A lot of in the past events they have been stale.
Yeah,
but it's not just because it's Kanto. Like, I feel like the event that is currently happening is not a bad event, although it's still lacking. It's definitely lacking, such as you two. But like, I think that Kanto events and stuff like that can still have good value, and I only slightly roll my eyes at them because I've been playing the game for almost 9 years.
Right.
Or the 9 years and then some change.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. Although I will say I'm eating my words a little bit with this Kanto celebration event, because did you see the research for the Far and Farfetch thing today?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a lot all of a sudden for a 24-hour timed research.
It is. Not only is it a lot, I just want to really hammer this home because we're here. It's for one Farfetched.
Yeah.
It's not even like here's 5 encounters. It's one. It's pretty really rude. It's really rude.
Well, I don't know if it's rude. I mean, it is still it's a regional, right? I mean, that's the point. All these are, I think, are regionals, if I remember correctly. It's a regional, and it's shiny, available, and it's the point of this event and the point of these timed researches in particular is dex completion. So it is like it's like here's a lot of work that you could do in a day. It's still a bigger ask than normal what you're used to, because this is something special that we are largely gifting to you, because while the things were, it was a lot. It was catch 50 Pokemon. It was like use 10 Raz, Pineapple, and Nanab berries each. I think it was spin 5 Pokestops and then something else.
Yeah,
but
counterpoint though,
doable.
The 4 regionals is Tauros, Kangaskhan, Farfetch'd, and Mr. Mime.
Yes.
The only one you actually cannot obtain worldwide in some way, depending on what's happening in the game, obviously, is Tauros.
Yes.
Kangaskhan has Mega Kangaskhan. Farfetch'd has Galarian Farfetch'd, which spawns everywhere and counts for your dex completion. And Mr. Mime sometimes features Mime Juniors and 7K eggs, depending on the events. So the only one people in the rest of the world are chasing for completion, if you have been playing the game regularly, is Tauros. So it's just only getting one encounter for these. It should have been 5.
Oh, don't forget the Paldea and Tauros. So
Paldea and Tauros was, well, that was it's only been available once, but fair enough. That was a race.
Yeah.
So like the only way you're holding out for these is if you've been playing for less than a year.
Yeah, but you cannot tell me with a straight face. I mean, for sure the dex entry, but if you're a collector, you cannot tell me with a straight face that getting a Galarian Farfetch'd satisfies having a regular Farfetch'd in your collection. It does in your dex entry, but it does not in your collection. And the same is true with Tauros.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even thinking about Tauros, but yeah, sure. But I'm just saying that it only being one is just, and you only have 1 day to complete it too. You miss out, bye-bye, gone. Oh, you had to work 8 hours during the day? Okay, well, I hope you're willing to play until 10 o'clock at night or whatever. Like, it's 4 days in a row in the middle of the week.
Yes.
It should have just been available for research, available for 4 days. We're getting caught up here. It's okay.
No. This is fine, because I don't really have anything substantial to talk about, in my opinion, either. Because, I mean, I think this is fine. I think it's fun. I know that you're saying it's a lot, and it's like it's a little disrespectful, and I really don't think it is. I think it's respectful of the Pokemon in a way that has not been paid lately. And I think them being like, all right, for this event, this is how it's going to be. And if you really want to get this Pokemon in the state that it was in, the original 151, you got to do these things. And here's an opportunity. And if you are a brand new player who started during Eternatus weekend and spent $100, I'm just kidding. I hope those players don't exist. First of all, what were you doing during those Gigantamax rates or whatever?
Hey, after like 4 of them, they had an Eternatus. So
that's true.
And there were the dogs right there. They could have done an extra dog and
that's
just
right.
put those in. I don't know.
Woof, woof, bark, bark. I understand.
Oh, I guess they couldn't. They'd had to transform them, but whatever.
Oh my gosh. That's true too. That's rough. This is nice. The event is designed to be, hey, if you don't have these Pokemon, here's a chance to finish it. Right. And that's fine. I think that's cool. The spawns are still boring. There is no way for us to get past that, unfortunately, because we are old heads when it comes to this game and all that. So I have to filter that out, because it ain't for me. It ain't for you either. It ain't for a lot of people listening. But if you're new, it is exciting. The collection challenge was catch a Charmander, a Squirtle, and a Bulbasaur, and evolve all 3 of those up to their second stage. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a perfect collection challenge.
Also, I gotta say, I'm seeing Ghastly in the wild during the day, which is kind of nice.
That is very cool.
You don't see it very often.
It is very cool.
I like it.
And I'm still seeing some of the other spawns too. I was seeing like Hatena and stuff out. So, it is what it is. I think as far as these events go, this one's been fine. But generally speaking, which is the question that we're asking, I think that they're usually a little lackluster.
Agreed. They're usually underbaked.
They're usually underbaked, but by design. So I cannot fault them for that because we need that for new players, right? The on-ramp needs to be there. Otherwise, nobody's getting off the highway. So, all right. So, dear listener, if you have an answer to this week's Poké Poll question, which was once again, how do you feel about Kanto and other early generation-based events in Pokemon Go? Are they welcome or a bit stale? You can answer that question when we post it on our social accounts. That's at GOCast Podcast on X and Threads. You can also answer this question via an email, send it to mail@gocastpodcast.com. You can send us a voicemail by calling 262-586-7717. If you are a patron of ours, you can do so by posting in the Poké Poll channel in our Patreon exclusive Discord. Again, $1 a month at patreon.com gets you access to our Discord. And if you are actually, I'm not sure if this is going to go on YouTube or not, but if it is, you can leave a comment as well and also reply. So there's that. Okay, Mr. Kyle, it's it's email time. Do the thing. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry.
Emails.
And one voicemail. It's from Sarah Amanda. Let's play it.
Hey, GOCast. It's Sarah Amanda here. I was wondering about how many turns did y'all end up doing? With this thing called math, you can calculate how many you did. So the premium track rank 87 gives out a total of 890 XL candy, and apparently each battle rewarded approximately 50 XL candy. So I did 14 total, which is more than I thought I would, mostly because I was just interested in trying to chase G-Max shinies. That's why I would battle stuff over and over again, not for candy. So I was really hoping to get a shiny G-Max Toxtricity low-key form or Charizard, but instead I got a shiny Venusaur, shiny Suicune with a background, and also a shiny G-Max Kingler. I'm sorry, if you're not bullying your friends, are they really your friends?
So true.
Anyway, that reminds me of Polly's email
Amanda.
last episode about a memory from Pokemon Go that you've forgotten. So I've been kind of thinking about stuff like that lately. So my best friend from college, he's moved out to the West Coast. Sometimes when I'm on a long drive at night, I'll throw him a call and we'll catch up. This would be a time where time zones actually work in my favor. Anyway, it feels like it's been 10 years since I've last seen him. But then I look at my Pokemon Go inventory and I have a shiny, lucky Yanmega in there that I got from him in a trade. And when I see it, I'm confused because that means I must have actually seen him in person at some point in the last 10 years. Then I go, oh yeah, we hung out on some community day in my downtown area. But that's it. Like, that's where my memory stops. I don't remember anything else, and I feel a bit sad about it. Last time I called him, I asked him about it. He was like, yeah, we hung out for several community days. I'm like, what? How do I not remember any of them? And now I'm, like, sad that there's apparently a lot of hangout memories I don't remember having. But he remembers them. Well, this is why I take pictures now. Picture is worth 1,000 words, or so they say. Anyway, that's all. Peace. Sorry, Amanda.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
There's tons of stuff that we don't remember, I'm sure, but taking pictures is a good call. Kyle and I are horrific at that.
So bad.
Really, really bad. So good on you for making a point of it. We should like tattooed on each other's foreheads. So we're always like, oh yeah.
I try.
It's tough, man. It's tough. We just want to mosey. That's like our main activity when we hang out is just moseying.
How many Eternatus?
Oh,
I don't know how to calculate that.
I don't either. I can't use math to do it because
what
level
is your Eternatus at?
How do you tell offhand? I think he's like 47.
You could just kind of judge based on how much of the bar is left and the fact that you use XL candy.
I'm pretty sure. Can I use Poké Genie to take a picture? It'll tell me. Want it?
Probably.
Let me do that really quick. But I think my guess is like 47.
Yeah, I probably did between 30 and 40.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did 40 as well. Oh, hey, mine's level 46.5. That was awfully close. Yeah.
What's the bar
so,
look like on yours? Let's see it.
almost full, brother. I'll hold it up to the camera here for you. It's pretty close.
Oh, what's its CP then? 4701.
4701.
Oh, ours might be almost the same number. What's your power up? How much XL you need for a power up?
635.
We are at the same level.
Oh, not anymore. I have enough for that. Bye.
Yeah. So
47.
So yeah, you are half a level above me.
Yes.
So
But
yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
did. We did
sure-
somewhere in the ballpark of 40.
I think I
and
did
we
40 to
both-
50. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We both did. The premium pass, of course, too.
We did premium passes, but you were doubling your rewards.
I was but
not.
I'm counting that as the battle because then I stopped doing them before you did.
That's very true. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there's your answer. There's your answer, I guess. Anyway, we've got some emails as well. I'm going to take this first one. This one is from Bulbaseth, and they said, "Hey, Chris and Kyle. Oh boy, I'm going to apologize in advance for the length of this email because I'm stepping up onto my soapbox as I type this. I really enjoyed the discussion about gyms and Pokecoins in the most recent episode, but I feel like you only really scratched the surface on how abysmal the gym system is. For starters, I think that you're missing the level of dissonance that exists between rural players and city players. Your discussion revolved more around how the system could be improved to keep Pokemon in gyms longer, which is an issue that players in more populated areas run into. As a player who lives in a rural area, I have the exact opposite issue. I could have a Pokemon in 5 different gyms and not see a single coin for days because there's no one there to knock my Pokemon out. We have a recall system for Dynamax Pokemon, which still rewards you with the appropriate amount of candy for how long the Pokemon was placed there. Yet I have no way to recall a Pokemon in a gym that I've been waiting to be knocked out so I can get my 50 coins. This becomes especially problematic because there's also no way to stack coins across multiple days. I can't tell you how many times I've gone 3 to 5 days without getting any coins and then have my 5 to 10 Pokemon in gyms all knocked out in a single day, resulting in a measly 50 coins. Coupling the gym issue with the inflated cost of items in the shop, and it makes it difficult for a free-to-play player to be able to freely earn enough coins to play the game in the way the developers intend for the game to be played. Well, they intend for you to spend money. I hate to break it to you. Why do you think that this is such a low priority to fix?
Yeah, of course. Of
Right.
course.
Yeah. A 3-pack of remote passes is 525 coins. That takes 11 days of getting a full 50 coins a day in order to buy 3 passes. Expanding that over the course of a month, you can buy a whopping 9 remote passes with free coins. And that's only if you get 50 a day and don't need to spend coins on anything like storage space. With the amounts of events that we've been spammed with recently and the short notice that's been given regarding what an event will entail, it makes the game almost unplayable for free-to-play / new players. Enough about coins for now. Let's tackle another issue I have with the current gym system. The massive time sink that it is to battle and beat a gym. If you're trying to take a gym and it's filled with 6 Pokemon, you need to do 18, that's in capitals, by the way, folks, battles in order to defeat the gym. After you've battled through all 6 Pokemon, you get returned to the gym screen, need to reload the battle screen. After you've done that cycle 3 whole times, you're kicked out of the entire gym screen and back to the overworld. If we estimate the average time to beat a Pokemon battle is 20 seconds, add in the 10 additional seconds it takes to get for the game to get you to the next Pokemon, add the 30 or so seconds it takes to get back into the battle screen after a round of 6 battles, multiply all that by 3, then add in another 20-ish seconds to reload the gym and then place my Pokemon in, taking out a gym of 6 is going to take 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sounds about right. I was told there'd be no math, but here we are. For a game that supposedly prioritizes movement, being locked into a single spot for 10 minutes does the exact opposite. We've brought this up about lures too, a little bit.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. This adds into the reason why gyms will get left for days because it takes so much time in order to take one down. But I'm not just here to complain. I've come with some solutions that I think will help with these issues. And I really don't think that it's a big ask to want these added to the game. First, add in a recall system like I mentioned before. Give players an option to recall a Pokemon at the end of the night to ensure their 50 coins. This can be limited to the hours of 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. if the developers wanted, to ensure that gyms still have enough players in them throughout the day. Second, change how the battle mechanics work. Battling a Pokemon once should be enough to knock it out. This would help speed up the gym battling system, which I think would help to entice players to engage with the gym battling mechanic. This also makes gyms more in line with how they work in the main series games, where you knock them out once And that's it. Lastly, and this is probably more difficult to do, but implementing a system that denotes what Pokemon can be placed in a gym. Similar to how showcases can be for specific typing, we can see a random assortment of gym types where you can only place a specific typing in the gym. It's like theme gyms, but it's forcing it. I like that.
Okay.
This would help improve the speed of gym battles as well, because you could go into it with a dedicated team that will all do well against the opposing type. Honestly, I could talk about this for hours, but I'll leave it here. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. Shiny Webs all, Bulbasaur. Okay, I hope I did your energy and position justice, Bulbasaur. Let's take this one at a time really quick, just the three things I were pointing out at the end there. Number one, adding the recall system. I think that would be a no-brainer when when, mostly if, they ever redo the gym system. Adding the recall seems right.
I have a better proposal that might not break the game, which is the only reason I potentially suggest it.
Okay.
Because I'm worried that if you recall the gym and now there's nothing defending the gym breaks, or if there's only one defender, you're not allowed to recall it because it can't have no defender, and that's a bad pace for a rural player to be in.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Could you imagine deliberately trapping somebody's Pokemon in a gym by taking yours out in a gym that never gets flipped over?
What if you could just swap it with a Pokemon that you have, a different Pokemon that you have?
I guess that would be okay. Just give you the coins. If you're defending a gym and you fill up a meter, you fill up the meter for 8 hours for that whole day, you get 50 coins, and you can't fill up the meter anymore until tomorrow. It's just feels like it would be easier for the game to track.
Make it 10 coins per gym up to 10 gyms.
For how long though? Like how 10 coins?
No, every day fill up that meter 8 hours. I'm just saying it would reward people for holding down more gyms. But I think it's just a better feature than the recall, because I feel like recall will have game code issues that will never get resolved. So, yeah, well, I mean,
I still agree with the idea of a recall button for sure.
Yeah, we're pontificating in a vacuum here, where we are assuming that all variables are correct and not wrong in the code, right? So, the second one here was about battle mechanics and about not having to fight Pokemon 3 times just once. I don't know if that's right. I mean, I think it would be good, but we would have to fundamentally change the entire thing so that, it would take you several Pokemon maybe to take out one Pokemon. And then you might have to do multiple battles anyway because you have to go back in with a new team.
I mean, I think that the battling just fundamentally needs to be changed, and it makes more sense for it to be like GBL than it does to be like raids.
Yeah, I
don't know how you make that work in a way that's good, but it just it makes more sense personally.
Yeah.
But I agree that the current 3 battles, and also, God forbid somebody gives a golden Raz, that's 3 more battles added to your list of 18. Becomes 21 immediately. But I agree.
It's rough. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind spending the time. I just wish it was more fun than what it is. Because by the time you get to the 3rd round, those Pokemon are so weak, you're like one-shotting them anyway. It just feels like such a chore. It's like, why bother having to do that?
That's a fair counterpoint, by the way, that your calculation here, Bulbasaur, was assuming the same duration for each one, but the battles actually get faster. So your load times stay the same, but your battles should cut in half each time. First battle takes 20 seconds. Next battle is only going to take 10. The next one might only take 3 to 5.
That's right. And if you're super unlucky and the person that works from home above the cafe at the Pokestop or the gym that you're at right now, and they're feeding that Pokemon while you're fighting it, you could be there all day.
Yeah, you could be there for 45 minutes if you want.
You could be. Yeah, then there goes your whole lunch break. And what have you done? Nothing. Literally nothing. And then lastly, implementing a system to get types and themes. Yeah, I would love that. That'd be great. We should do that. 100%. Make it extra small. Give them a reason to live. Please. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bulbasaur. Appreciate it.
Next one's from Diet Soda Pop 35. They said, "Hi, y'all. Longtime listener, first time email. I was so excited about this, I just had to share. After listening to you all mention the introduction of shiny Salandit on episode 335, I decided to do a mini grind to try and hatch a shiny female. I told myself that I would make the effort to clear my egg space of existing eggs till I had nothing but 12Ks. When this was done, I would incubate them all at the same time and hope for the best without getting my hopes up too much, as I know this would be a rare find. I did all the work, battled all the grunts and rock leaders, avoided spinning stops, opening gifts, oh my gosh, etc. as needed, until I had 11 out of my 12 egg slots filled with 12Ks. After several walks, a batch of them were ready to hatch. Lo and behold, the first egg is a shiny female Salandit.
Go buy a lottery ticket.
Get out of here.
That's nuts.
I will admit her long fingers and toes are a little weird looking, but I love her anyways. Shiny vibes. Thank you for the work you do to put the podcast together. Diet Soda Pop 35. Good. Get out of here. My God.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say.
We're turning green with envy over here. That's pretty crazy. That's insane. What luck.
Goodness.
What astronomical luck.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, we're happy. We're happy for you.
Happy for you. Thanks. You know the meme with the kid? Yeah, that's me right now.
All right, that better be your buddy. That's all I'm gonna say. It better be your buddy. All right, next email is from Collie What, and they said, "Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to have a bit of a rant here and would love to hear your thoughts."
Yeah, rants.
Yeah, you bet. This is the show for that. Normally, things like this wouldn't bother me, but this situation has frustrated me. The playing field isn't even level for those who want to hit 50 before the level change. We don't get double XP for using our catcher? What's that about? Oh, we're going to have a conversation then, I guess. Level challenges, only one has been reduced. I understand that it's supposed to be rewarding to hit it, but how are people going to get the lucky trades, leader battles, and throws? People will hit the XP target, but will not do the challenges. Collie What? Okay. Well, the reason that they diminished or reduced the walking was because it was a hard time gate. The other ones are just it's opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Right.
And also I didn't actually check, so I could be slightly off. There was not 8 weeks left from announcement to cutoff. And so actually, that's probably the biggest thing for me.
And actually still requiring 2 at that point in time is still huge, because then you have to do level 48 and 49 in like 3 weeks after that, something like that, once you get around to it. Because what if you miss one of those weeks, which is very likely or very, very possible. But let's talk about this for a second. We don't get double XP for using our catcher. What's that about? Because it's only on great, excellent throws and nice throws, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, go ahead. You were
go ahead. I thought that was going to be your explanation. Go ahead.
Oh, no. It's because they don't like the auto catchers. Even theirs. They don't like it. Kyle, as someone who's looking for one right now, what does the state of the market for these things tell you about how they care about that product?
What it tells me is that this product could not have been included in their acquisition by Scopely.
Well, yeah.
So, but they don't make the Go Plus Plus anymore, everybody. In case you didn't know, in case you find any, it's not in production. Go buy it. If you find it for retail price, buy it.
Yeah, if you find it at MSRP, that's gold right there. Stock's way up on those things. Buy them, and then give them to your friends. Keep an extra backup. Do what you got to do. But right now, if you want to buy one, Kyle and I both looked together, and we found them. We did find them at Walmart and on Amazon and stuff like that, but they were $90 to $100.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've talked about this for other events where they give a specific bonus when you get like a nice throw or better. And those are always frustrating, but I understand exactly why they do it.
Yeah.
You know exactly why they're doing it.
Yep. And the problem is, man, is that these things have come out and we all love them. I haven't really I might have met like 1 or 2 players, like real hardcore players that I would consider like hardcore at the level that you and I consider hardcore, that don't use these. Everybody else, they have to. They do.
Yeah, one or 2 is pretty accurate. I think Dad on Discord doesn't use the auto catch feature. They do the auto spin feature, of course, because that's crazy.
Sure.
But somebody on Discord is adamant about it.
Yep.
But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter because you're doubling 100 experience. Like, you have to catch 100,000 Pokemon in the next 6 weeks to actually care about doubling that experience in the grand scheme of things.
Yes. But if they cared about that product and they were happy about it and they were still selling it and advertising it and pushing it and marketing it and all that good stuff, that there would absolutely be double XP just for catches in general. There would be. But they don't want you to do that. They want you to be in their game, throwing them curveballs and being like, what do you mean that's not excellent? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know? So
Yep.
they want you to do that. But anyway, Kali, what we hear you. We empathize. Thank you very much for the email.
I want to use this opportunity to talk about this for real quick, though, before we move on.
Yeah.
The experience challenge, the time research. It's not okay. By the way, I don't know if you've seen the discourse online. I don't know if you've paid attention to it.
I have.
It's not okay.
You're talking about
want to
the
take this
length
opportunity
and all that good stuff?
It's too long. It's too much.
It's hard.
It's not actually there for people who want to get experience and catch up. It's there for people who are like hardcore grinding.
Mm-hmm.
At the way it's linearly scaling, it's too much to reasonably complete the whole thing before October 15th.
Not to mention
For the average player, I want to be very clear. You
not
can complete this.
Not to mention that if you are somebody that was like, yeah, I'm going to use my lucky eggs with this, and there's 7 million, and I've put this into my calculations, there is no way you are putting on a lucky egg and grinding through multiple steps at a time.
No, it's
way.
not possible.
No.
You have to save your lucky egg for the later steps.
You have to save it for the later steps. You're
I'm
not
on,
getting a lot of experience.
I'm on like step 5, step 4.
Okay. I'm on 3.
Yeah, I have to trade a Pokemon and I'll be done with this step, so I'll do that after this episode. But yeah.
Also requiring things that having tasks that require other players to help you is diabolical. I think doing a trade is terrible. Doing a raid is fine. Doing a trade is not.
So I agree personally, but I get it because every single task is just a way of like dragging you across the game to use all of the game features. Step number 2 requires you to do a route, which is a waste of my time, but I did it anyways. Like,
yeah,
you know, so I get it. But if you don't have somebody to actively play with, that's just a bummer.
Yeah.
And there's multiple steps, I think, that require to trade a Pokemon.
Bummer.
So yeah, I'm very frustrated. As somebody who would like the experience, I'm not going to bend over backwards just to get this experience. I got more than this experience over a tournament this weekend. So
certainly.
Like, it's not enough to make me bend over backwards to do it.
Yeah.
Now, if it had been like 20 million experience, you'd catch me outside every day, making sure I was on a new step.
Right. But I'll have to check in with my buddy Alex, who's actually grinding through this because he's not 50 yet. But yeah, I wonder how far he's gotten. Anyway, Kali, thank you very much for the email. Appreciate it.
Next email is from Oriel42, and they said, hello, GOCast. I thought of 3 potential features for Pokemon Go. Number 1, ribbons. Enable your Pokemon to earn ribbons for doing things in the game, like number of raids won, or time in a gym, or distance walked. Give us more reasons to use our Pokemon. Hard agree.
Yeah.
You already track the numbers of all of this stuff. It's a no-brainer. Incredible it doesn't exist already.
Yep.
Showcases. Showcases 1. We don't get to reuse a Pokemon very often, but that would be a great ribbon.
It would be a great ribbon. And yeah, it would just be something to kind of show off. Like when you go into a showcase and you're going through looking at people and their Pokemon, you're like, oh, wow, this person has a ribbon from a previous showcase. Like, no wonder they're in the 1 through 3 slot, you know?
Yeah, we have a best buddy ribbon feature. Like, it's a no-brainer. I would very much
agreed.
Like that.
I can hear Steve yelling in the distance, yes!
Yeah.
Put the ribbons in!
Bring the marks back.
Please!
Next one, number 2, gym defense. Have gym defense moves, i.e. different than trainer battle or raids, that make it more interesting to defend gyms or harder to take on. Could include buffs or debuffs for the team. Focus on unused Pokemon like Perugly or Noivern. Boom Burst, anybody?
Boom Burst! I'm on board.
Again, there's so many opportunities for gym defense. The big major one is how do you monetize it?
I mean,
sounds silly, but that's how you drive development these days. And I'm fully agreement.
Okay.
Number 3, add team buff/debuffs to raids or max battles. Have them be different moves than attack moves. Can buff everyone's attack or debuff the boss. It would add more strategy. Let me know your thoughts. Shiny Vibes All, Oriel42. I think we're getting really close to number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting really close. They're trying to do that within the design space they already have instead of moving their design space somewhere else, which is understandable, but limiting. So, we have adventure effects that are increasing your attack, at least in particular. We have debuff moves in PvP, so I think we're really close to having those in PvE.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for like the Dynamax effects and stuff like that. Like that stuff is kind of already there now with Eternatus.
Yeah, and I mean, max battles have the strategy of shielding and healing, so like it's there.
Yeah,
the ideas are definitely there. So I think when the game goes to its next level, I think it's very possible, but it's a ways away.
Yeah, I would love to have a Dynamax like system for just regular raids. That'd be nice. But yeah. And then we're gonna lose our talking tap, dude. We're gonna lose it. It's so much fun when you got 50 people and you're not paying attention. You just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Oriel42, thank you very much for the email. Okay, this next one's from Jackson. They said, hello, Chris and Kyle. I've been listening for about a month now, but this is my first time sending anything in. Well, thank you for doing so. In the last episode, there was talk about how much XP would be required to level or for level 80, and I wanted to say what I think might be happening. To recap, Chris was thinking it might be way higher, like 400 to 500 million range, where Kyle said somewhere around 250 million. I'm leaning more towards 250 million and possibly even lower. The reason I think this is because 80 is such a weird number. I think they have plans to make level 90 and then eventually level 100. I think that level 80 is an introduction to this system, so I don't think it's going to be a huge jump. In the mainline games, level 100 is the max level a Pokemon can be, so it could kind of be symbolic in that way. Thanks for the great podcast. I think this is largely subjective. I don't think that there's actually, when you take a look at it, I don't think there actually is any motivation or reason for them to do another leveling change because I have a few reasons. I talked about this, by the way, I was on It's Super Effective this week. So if you haven't listened to that, go listen to it. We had a good conversation about a lot of this stuff, for a few reasons. We do not know, first of all, specifically or officially or whatever, despite all the theory crafting out there, if we are actually going to be able to level up our Pokemon anymore, if it's going to match player level at all or not. It could just be that they like the way that the game is balanced as is because they've done a couple of power rebalances in the past and it's been this way for a while. It seems to be going very well. It might just be a leveling thing, a trainer level thing. And then you might think to yourself, well, that'd be great then. That means that they can just haphazardly add 10 levels here and there whenever they want if they have too many people at a particular max level. Except that they said that this exact thing, this change, was to fix the leveling experience to be more the way that they intended to be, so more linear and less exponential. And so it's better throughout. So that means to me, as somebody who's been through a lot of these changes, my gut is telling me that if this actually does achieve its goal at fixing the leveling curve, as they said, that they would have no motivation. Actually, they would have anti-motivation to change it if they've accomplished what they wanted to do with 80.
Well, first, I don't think Jackson was saying anything about the Pokemon levels in their message here.
Well, they said you could have in the mainline games, level 100 is the max level Pokemon can be, as an argument for why we might see trainer level 100 in the first place.
Yeah, but that they said it's symbolic, not that it would. That's so like level 100 in the game,
I know.
level 1 here. And technically, they could also just make Pokemon go to level 100 because they go up in increments of 0.5 for no reason. So if they did that, Pokemon would also just become level 100.
We're already there. Yeah,
exactly. But I agree. I don't think Pokemon are going to be changing at all. It would break too many PvP Pokemon. It would be a mess.
Yes.
My only thought is the idea that you said, of course, that they said, is they want to make the leveling curve smoother. Totally great. But the thing is, as long as you continue the core beliefs and the core concepts, you can keep raising that level. You can go and add 10 more levels at the end as long as those 10 levels are not the same 10 levels we did 40 to 50. You know?
Yeah. I'm saying they could. I'm just saying I think that this takes a lot of design work and a lot of dev work. And if they do this and achieves that goal, it's no longer a priority.
I agree. But again, 4 years? We had level 50 for 4 years, 2021. So you never know what 4 years from now looks like.
I mean, for sure, but you could literally say that about anything, man.
Correct. I do agree, though, that 80 is a strange number to land on, and 80 feels like a number they picked where they're like, we picked 80 because in 5 years, maybe we do something. You know, otherwise, if they had gone to 100 in 5 years, they're like, oh no, we've backed ourselves into a corner.
Yeah,
we can't lower trainers' levels. Look at how angry people in World of Warcraft get.
I was about to say, somebody on this team is like, well, the level cap in WoW is 80. We should just
Only
do that.
Now.
They know what they're
Only
doing,
after
right?
they've squashed it 6 times.
6 times, folks.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And you're joking me if you don't think Last Titan it's going to be 100. It's going to be 100. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say.
Anyways.
Okay.
That said, I think we're so far away from seeing another level increase because of the intent behind this one. The intent behind the last one was to add prestige and also to incorporate a system of more levels to the Pokemon. This one's intent is very deliberately different, and so I think that has a value to it in and of itself.
Certainly. I just and I don't think that this is a wrong take. I think this is perfectly fine. I have had time to think about this and make my argument, and I really think that there's deliberate design choices going into this, deliberate use of resources to get this, and this project has a goal, and once they've done it, then they can move on to something else. Not the gym rework, but something else. Right? So I get it, and I do understand also a want for level 80 if it is truly to be much more enjoyable for a leveling up experience. Maybe it is going to be lower, but I still think it's going to be a nice run number. 250 seems really good. 250, 300.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think it's going to be lower, regardless of what happens, even if they end up raising the cost later or requirement later.
Yeah. But Jackson, thank you for writing in. I mean, a great conversation starter for sure, and this is largely what everybody's kind of arguing about in subreddits and threads and all over the place. So appreciate that. Thank you very much for the email. All right, we have one more email, and this one is from Lemuria, and this is specifically for me, so thank you very much. It says, for GOCast Chris, recently referred to Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day in your Discord renowned hot take on Flabébé Community Day, and inspired by the reference and my shared feeling about Pet Flower not being in the other colors, it's still oddly okay to use in Master League. Well, I made a shortened version of that song to post-punk 2000s away for the sake of your feelings. I was going to sing it, but realized that A, I am shy, and B, copyrights and podcasts are weird. Don't want you to get in trouble. Plus, maybe it's better to write it out because the song is kind of repetitive. Good. Yes. But repetitive. To help you get the tune, here's some instructions. Sing to the tune of the verses and chorus of Green Day's Wake Me Up When September Ends. In the following, the set of 3 lines are the same tune as the verses in the song starting with Summer Days Have Come and Passed, and as my father, something before. Nice. Heading to the chorus, which starts with Here Comes the Rain Again, and that's the last 2 sets of 4 lines rhythm. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm not going to sing this. It's not going to happen. I don't get paid enough to do that. I will read it, though, and I'll read it as if it were prose. And now that the context has been set, those of you with imagination, which is all of us, I don't care what you say, you can fill in the blanks. All right, but here it says, Summer days on the Go Pass, I caught a million Carablast. Eternatus was just a giant spend. Should I bring this Excel gore to Master League? I need rewards. Send me gifts. Let's be ultra friends. Here comes Community Day again. What mon will it be? Oh, it's Flabébé again, but no red one for me. As Kanto returns again, I can't get back the dust I lost. All I want is Mewtwo back again. Yeah, Wake me up when Mewtwo's back again. May Guzzlord open his mouths and bring all the Mega Mewtwo's you could dream of, or at least a few shiny Spiritomb in October. You're hitting all the right notes. Absolutely. Hope you got a laugh out of it. Lemurio, a.k.a. your acolyte to Guzzlord in the Northwest. Amazing. Thank you very much for that. That's lovely. Appreciate you using your creativity and bringing that up. It's awesome. Okay. That's wow, it's already been an hour again. Wow, it's so funny how this works out every time. Okay. This is the end of the episode, folks. The bonus episodes, I should say. So if you'd like to send us an email, just like these fine folks did, you can by sending it to mail@gocastpodcast.com. You can also call us at 262-586-7717. You can visit our website for all things GoCast at GoCastPodcast.com. Follow us on X and Threads and Instagram at GoCast Podcast. If you want to help support the show and get access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, where there's a ton of cool stuff to do and fun things, to be had, you can via Patreon. That's spelled patreon.com/GoCast Podcast. And speaking of our Elite Trainer tier patrons, it's my turn for the list. Big thank you to Bo, Daniel, Lori, Michael, Ozzy, Arkham, Marvin, Mies, Forte, Rasui, and Ryan Thayer, Jason, Justin, Charles, Motters, Lee, William, Brandon, Ethan, Stephen, Nick, our favorite listeners, you too, Camo, the Lucky Rock, Jacob, Victoria, Sarah, Memorandums, Nabil, Tish, Jacob, Matthew, Don, John Paul, Micah, Sean, Dave, Nessacal, Purple Opal, Nurgle Fawn, Beta Ski, Cyprian, Don, Fear the Turtle, Chad, Everdark Raven, and Louise. Thank you very, very much for your generous support and for helping us keep the digital lights on. And if, support in that way is not available for you to give, please consider giving us a review, leaving us a review wherever you can. It helps us out a lot. It's free for you and helps us out immensely. And that's strangely, we actually have to just end the episode here because we're not going to do goals until Thursday, 2 days from now, right? So
that's right.
So that's it, folks.
Not with a bang, but with a whimper.
A little. All right. We'll see you guys in the Megapod. Thanks so much for listening, especially all the way through, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.